Hi everyone, welcome to today's masterclass. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I'm so excited to be here to basically kind of light up that bulb for you so that you can see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, that it is possible to, make your own money online and use your own expertise to grow your wealth and even enjoy the life that you are living. Some of you are probably earning a good income, but you do not enjoy it because you do not like working in a specific team or for a specific person. And I just want to show you opportunities for you that are possible for you to work for yourself and teach whatever it is that you know to other people who want to know and make money from that online. Some of you already have a practice as well and you just want to know how can you move that online. I'm going to cover quite a few things as well that you can do with whatever it is that you do offer. And today I'm just going to basically give you a bit of an insight and change your perspective on how to also make money online, how to move your business to online, and also give you an understanding of what it means to build that wealth, that financial freedom. It's not just from making a lot of money. It's also knowing how to manage money. So I'm also going to basically touch on a little bit of that. But obviously, at the end, I'm going to tell you more about my mentorship program, which is called the Financial Literacy Academy, FLA, which will change your life as well. So just a heads up that I will touch base on that at the end. So let's get into it a little bit. So who am I? A little introduction. I am Norma, and my full name is Nomawetu Malera Dorashalani. I love saying my name. But everyone calls me Norma. I am the owner of Nomazdiary, and I started this journey basically wanting to know more on how to manage my own finances. And when I figured out how to manage my own finances, I started to share my journey managing my finances. And then in sharing my journey, I realized a lot of people also wanted to know. So I started to then assist people in managing their finances through free content, through coaching, and now I am a licensed financial advisor. How I started coaching and consulting as a business online, specifically online, is through YouTube. So I realized that a lot of people on YouTube were interested in knowing how I do what I do. How am I paying off, my debt quicker than expected? How am I saving money? How am I reading my statements? How am I budgeting every single month? And they wanted to know that, Norma, if you had my budget, if you had my date, how would you handle it your way? So that's where the Your Budget My Way, my one on one coachings, the debt free diaries came from when I started to coach people. So I started to coach people online and I started to make quite a lot of money from doing that. And as a coach and now as a financial planner. So now I give financial advice, consulting on your finances, and I'm starting to now also do some online business coaching, which is what I'm doing right now through this free masterclass. I then realized that some people have a business and they want to know how can they scale their business by also coaching other people who want to do the same. Whether you are a salon owner or whether you are a someone who does homeschooling, whether you are a social media strategist or you help people learn how to study for exams, or you're a teacher, or you teach online and you work in a remote job and you want to teach other people how to do that. You can coach. How can people pass their TEFL? How can people pass their English exam that's going to help them go overseas to work overseas? You can coach people how they can open up their own salon, how they can, homeschool their own kids, whatever it is that you are offering right now. You can coach other people as well who want to know how to do the same thing. So if someone wants to own a salon and you own a salon, they can meet with you online and they can learn from your coaching, whether it's through one on one, through membership, which is what I offer, or through a course. So they can do that self paced. I love courses, but what I've realized, a lot of people are watching the courses and then they do not apply what they've learned. So now I've just moved strictly into coaching, which is a monthly mentorship program. So you have me, I meet up with you every single month, as a group coaching, and we go through what we need to cover, things that I've learned, things that have worked for me, things that don't really work, and just basically keeping you accountable and coaching so you can also offer the same. And that is what I'm going to teach you basically today. So in my coaching, I have assisted over 500 clients already. I'm actually shocked, and I guess that's why I'm also a little bit burnt out. Where I've met them one on one. How I have been successful is literally by using social media as a business funnel. So how that works is, what other people do is they cold call, like other like successful business owners. They started by cold calling and by handing out pamphlets and the marketing. They're trying to market themselves to other people, telling them what is it that they offer and how can they help them. And what I did is I basically created a social media based on my journey and how I am able to achieve what I've achieved, and doing it in the most relatable way. So people really found it helpful and they started following me and watching my content. And then in that content, they would want to work with me. So literally, my videos are not just for you to watch a day in my life. I've done some of that just because people need to see that I am human, I'm not AI. So I've done some day in my life and things like that. But a lot of my videos are very much business based, with me behind the scenes. So they're very educational. So I would teach you something that's going to help you. I would show you something that I'm doing that's also going to be valuable to you. And then what would happen is, out of 200 people that watch my video, 50% of them would end up clicking on a link for a free training like this one, or a PDF that I offer, ebook that I offer, or just wanting to see what's on my website. And then when they click on that, maybe let's say we say 200, hey, so 100 people will probably click on my website or my free training or whatever. And then out of that 100 people, maybe I'll get like 10 people who will purchase whatever it is that I offer. And that's how I'll make money. So I'm funneling my business through YouTube, through social media. I do also use Instagram and TikTok, but YouTube is the one where it really works, just because you build more stronger relationships through long form educational content. People get to know you better and they see the value of working with you more on YouTube. So, I highly recommend YouTube. So, what's going to be included in this free training, which is basically going to cover we're going to cover how I built a successful business and just making you understand the structure that you need to have. We're going to look at the three pillars that are important. We're going to talk about the different types of consultants and consultant business that you can a consulting business that you can open, and also why just this free training alone is not enough, and why signing up into a mentorship program is going to help you as well. So let's get into it. So, how I built a successful online coaching business, and when I say successful, I make well over 40,000 a month on coaching people, and that to me is successful. Where I see probably 12 clients a week without having to drive anywhere. I don't have to spend money on petrol. I don't have to spend money on buying a coffee or anything like that. I'm literally just sitting in my office, like how I am right now, talking to you guys, and I meet my clients back to back. I usually see like 3 to 4 people a day. So I usually work Monday to Wednesday. So if I see 4 people in a day on Monday, in total, I've seen 12. So usually that's how I work, and it has worked well for me. Most people think an online consulting business means, being very well known, being famous, knowing a lot of people. Most people think that's the only way to have a successful consulting or coaching business online. So if you are a fitness coach, for example, most of you could really be successful online, but because you think that, oh, because I don't know a lot of people, my business is not going to grow. But no, it's because you're not putting yourself out there. And if you are, you're putting yourself out there for people to watch a day in your life. You're not showing yourself as a coach that can coach people online, that can help people immediately. As someone can just comment a specific word or see a link on your bio, click on it and get access to you immediately. You're showing yourself as someone who's just doing this for fun. And that's where the problem happens, when you are using social media just for fun. And if that's the goal, obviously, then I don't think you would be watching this training. But if the goal is because you want to use social media to build your brand and build your business, like many other people have done it in South Africa and out of South Africa, a lot of people have literally used social media to build their business and become millionaires. So you don't have to have a huge following. It grows from there. You just need to have loyal clients and people who want what is it that you are offering. People think you need to have it all figured out. You don't. And this is why I guess I created this, so that you can know what you need to do in order to have a successful coaching business and do it in a way that it makes sense. So, how to go from A to B, how your clients can reach out to you and get a response without you having to do everything manually. So a lot of people overthink this step over here and then get stuck. But the real reason a lot of people are staying stuck is because that lack of structure. They don't know what they have to do, and they have no structure. Some of them know what they have to do, they just don't know where to start. So the problem that they have is they have no clear offer. They they don't know what they offer themselves, but they know what they have to give, but they don't have a clear offer. I help postpartum moms lose weight without cutting carbs. That's very clear. That's very much specific, that you're helping moms who just had a baby and they don't have to cut carbs because they need the carbs for the milk. So your offer has to be very clear. Number two, they don't have a business flow. So their business does not flow. It's you go to someone's website or someone's YouTube, you see that they have an offer, but then you don't know how to now make a payment or book a one-on-one. Like everything is just not flowing properly. So you end up losing that client. So if you don't have a Shopify where they can click on your website and they can pay for what is it that they want and then automatically receive that ebook or receive this free training or whatever it is that you're offering, and then move on to the next step of booking a one-on-one if they want to. If you don't have that flow, then you're going to lose people. So that's going to cause you to not have a successful online coaching business. And number three, they have no system to move people from interested to paying clients, which is the funnel that we spoke about. So people who are interested in what you have to offer, how do you move them to become a paying client? So everything just basically feels hard, inconsistent, exhausting. It's hard for you, it's hard for your clients or prospect that is interested. So it ends up just stopping over there. And then you're like, you know what? Let me go to a full-time job because it pays me, it makes sense. It just makes sense. But actually, what that full time job has mastered is a flow and a structure that works for you and works for them as well. And you can do the same for yourself. So, how do you do that? Is by focusing on three main pillars. These three pillars are what's going to help you move from interested prospect to paying clients. And number one is to know what you are a expert in. What are you are a master in? You cannot be a master of everything. Even though you feel like, Norma, I do know this and this and this and this, I want you to focus on that one thing that you do really well, one thing that people usually ask you for advice on. You don't need to have all these qualifications. You just need to be very clear on what is it that you offer and what are people asking you for. If people are already asking you for advice, that's your really starting point. You already know that this is what people want from me. I'm going to make a scenario. As someone who's trying to lose weight, I'm also a mom, a very, very busy mom. There is on the left someone who is ripped, who is in the best shape, who's a bodybuilder, who looks like a beast, like in the best shape ever. And then there is someone else who looks beautiful and looks amazing, also looks great. But then this one over here is telling me to go to a gym 5 times a week, is telling me to drink protein powder, protein shake, is telling me to eat only chicken breast and rice and broccoli. That's how they got very lean and look the way they look, and they have amazing testimonies. And then this one over here, who also looks beautiful, who is a mom, says they work out at home, and their children are running around while they're doing their workout, shows me treats that I can eat that are very healthy, friendly, is showing me a balanced diet that is not for people who want to get ripped, but it's for people who are wanting to lose weight and enjoy it. I'm gonna obviously go with this one over here, even though all they did was they work out at home and they just a mom who now shares and coaches other moms who are on the same journey. This one over here, who is ripped, is a bodybuilder who has a qualification in fitness or personal training or any other qualification. I'm not going to go with them. So it doesn't matter what qualification you have, as long as you have something that someone else wants, they will go with you. I don't have a qualification in accounting or finance or anything like that. I actually studied nutrition and hospitality, and I think that's why I'm really good with customer service, because of the hospitality background and my studying. But my qualifications have got nothing to do with what I offer now. What I offer right now is financial coaching. What I offer right now is financial advice. I am accredited, I am licensed, and hopefully one day I am going to do my qualification in financial planning so that I can further build my practice. But for now, I know a little bit more than someone else, so they want to learn from me because they find me relatable. They see another mom who's also just enjoying their life while doing what they're doing. I'm not this person wearing a suit, looking corporate, looking very like serious and stressful, that people are actually scared to meet me because they feel like they don't have the millions that I'm looking for in a client. Do you see where I'm going with this? So don't overthink it. Just be you and offer what is it that you're good at, that people are asking you advice on. And I promise you, your clients will come to you. And then offer that in a form of a offer, a very clear offer, as I mentioned earlier, but it has to go through a funnel. So a funnel is how people get to know who you are, is right here at the top. And as you can see, it goes narrow because not everyone who's interested in what is it that you offer, whether they see your video on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok. So your views are going to have 10,000 views on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram, but not all 10,000 people are going to buy that premium offer that you're offering. So people need to funnel through. So it starts off on social media, it moves to your email listing, it moves to the offer, and then paying through Shopify and whatever payment options you want to go through. I highly recommend Shopify, and I'll walk you through step by step how to set up your Shopify website and your payment as well on Shopify. I'll walk you through that in the program. So having a funnel, so basically strategically making sure that your videos are going to convert someone into becoming a client, and it must happen automatically. Through everything has to be linked somewhere, or if they comment a specific word, then something will be sent to the DMs, which then we're going to move into pillar number 3 is automating everything. You cannot manually do everything. When your flow is clear, clients know what to do. You are not chasing or explaining or doing things manually. Everything has to be automated. If someone is interested in something that I'm offering, maybe my box challenge right here. If someone is interested in this when I am doing my video, they must just comment box or write a comment about a box, and that word box is going to send a trigger. They will get an automatic DM from me saying, hey, noticed you're interested in this box. It is available on my bio. It's available on my bio, or just click send me the link and I'll send it now. They will click send me the link. They'll get the link, they'll click on the link will send them to my shop, they will add it to cart, they will buy it, and then after that, they will get it through obviously courier because it's a physical product. But if it is a PDF product, a digital product, or a training like this, like how you got to watch this training is literally by commenting a specific word, or if you got it through YouTube, it's by a link on somewhere, and that link got you to fill in your details, an email, a number, and then on your email, you got a link, or you got redirected to a link to watch this free training. Everything has to be automated. You cannot manually be, sending things and chasing whatever. And now that I've got your email, I can nurture you, I can update you on things, I can let you know when we have sales or things like that, that one day it will help convert you into a paying client, because you want exactly what I am offering, and you want to create something for yourself as well, because what I'm offering is a solution to a problem of just relying on one income or struggling to coach clients seamlessly. So then you can create this for yourself, and then you will also build your clients as well. So that is basically the 3 pillars I want you to focus on in this free training. But again, once you move on to the actual program, you will see other systems as well that are going to help everything work well accordingly. So these are the different types of expertise and ideas you can turn into an online consulting business. Some of you may think, oh gosh, I don't have anything, but I promise you there is something that you are offering that someone wants. So it can be marriage or relationship coaching. Some people really do need that, and they don't want to go to their pastor because it's like a family friend. It will be nice to meet someone online who doesn't know them, and it would be me and my husband just meeting this person who will help us with whatever problems or whatever it is that we are going through. Weight loss, healthy lifestyle coaching, even fertility assistance. Again, I wouldn't want to go to someone who I know for that kind of coaching, but if someone is offering it that I don't know, I will sign up and I'll meet them privately on my phone or on my laptop as well, to just help me and tell me what is it that I need to do, how to track my cycles, what to eat, what food will causes, those kind of issues, and all of that, what my husband should eat, what he should look out for, what type of tablets should he use to increase the sperm count, and those kind of things. So if you offer that, definitely create a coaching program, because there's a lot of couples that are requiring that. Homeschooling support, if you homeschool your kids, a lot is going on right now in schools. A lot of parents don't like to send their children to schools anymore. Some stay-at-home moms would rather be homeschooling as well, and they want to know more on how to create these worksheets, how to sign up to different curriculums, what is it that they need to teach their children at this stage of life, or whatever it is. So if you've got so much experience and you've been doing this anyways, or you are a qualified teacher and you want to offer those services for other moms who are homeschooling, they will sign up. They want that. I can promise you that. And not only for moms, but for other people who want to open their own homeschooling as well. And if you already know what is it that they need to make sure that they have, then you can definitely coach them on that as well. Remote job applications, people looking for jobs, remote is a big thing now. So I've seen a lot of it on TikTok, and a lot of those people are doing good content, but they don't have a business. So they're not funneling them into a business. They're just sharing, saying, apply for this job, apply for this job. But if you could just funnel people through on, if you now click on the link on my bio, I'll teach you how to answer tricky questions on interviews or whatever it is about remote jobs. The things that you make sure you have, like a UPS, so you know that battery that you need just in case there's load shedding or whatever. Just basically giving people more insights than they get on your TikTok. So TikTok will be more broad, but then when you get a one-on-one coaching with me at a specific fee, you get more information. Budgeting and debt coaching, obviously that is what I offer. Life coaching, faith-based life coaching, I would say my budget and debt coaching is a mix of that as well. So you can do that just specifically, just all about faith, and your life, and how to, make sure your life is rooted in Christ, in the right source, in the right foundation. Because there's a lot of anxiety that happens when you don't have a a good identity, when you identify yourself with a job, or you identify yourself with a status or money or whatever. When you lose that, when you lose the money, or you lose the job, or you lose the title or the status, or you don't get the promotion that you thought you were going to get at work, or you lose your marriage, or whatever it is that you identify with, you lose yourself. So then that's when a life coaching would help you to recenter, to change your identity, and know that your identity is in Christ, because you're not going to lose God. You will never lose Christ. And then there's parenting and family routines or habits and things like that. People do need that assistance, as a new parent, or you could be a new parent and you just find out that you have triplets, or anything like that, or you're a single parent, or single dad, single mom, whatever it is. There are people who can coach with those kind of routines to make everything work well and seamlessly. I've had some moms in the Wealth by Wisdom group tell me that, hey Norma, thank you so much for telling us about the worksheets and things. During these holidays, I've managed to get the worksheets to keep my children busy, because I mentioned that I don't want Skylar to just sit there on your phone the whole time. But she's got a phone, and it's connected to my Apple account, because she's got my old iPhone. So it's connected to my Apple account, and it's for children. So it's very much restricted to only what children can watch. But I also want her to, still polish her handwriting, polish her reading, and polish her spelling, and things like that. So that's when I bring in the worksheets to help. So those kind of routines, knowing what time she can have a phone, what time she needs to do some work, what time we need to go outside for her to like play and like climb on the wall, or I don't know, watch the rain, and we ask each other questions. What bird is that? Da, da, da. Those kind of things. Sometimes some parents don't know, because maybe they're working a full-time job and they are all over the place, which is normal. So having someone who can help coach you to make it easy and simple for you does also help. Career transition coaching, that is also very good. I think I wish I had this when I went from a full time employee into an entrepreneur. I think I needed this. Content creation or YouTube coaching, I could actually offer this. There's going to be a small YouTube section as well when it comes to this, because I do believe that YouTube is the best way to grow your business. Small business or side hustle coaching, burnout recovery and wellness coaching. That is also big right now. Wellness is big. It really helps again with that anxiety. I mentioned faith based life coaching. You tend to not have as much anxiety as people who don't have God. When you're someone who has a relationship with God, because you know that everything is working out for my good, and you know that everything works out at the right timing. So you kind of have peace when things are not really working out, even though you're a bit upset, but you're like, you know what, God does not make a mistake. So it's the same thing with wellness coaching. When you know how to recenter yourself, ground yourself, when you have a coach who's going to tell you, try this, listen to this, do this breathing, do this exercise, it's going to help you as well to get back to baseline. Digital skills, so Canva, anything with AI, that's big, that's the future. Excel, Google Sheets, all of that. You can also offer that coaching. I could probably offer that coaching, but I don't want to offer too much because remember, you want to be very clear about your offer. My offer is just to help people learn financial literacy. So managing their budget, paying off their debt, investing, building wealth, and making money online. Immigration, relocating guidance. You need that. They're going to help you. They're going to tell you write this exam. They're going to tell you do this health test because that is required. Carry this, change your card to this card. Just basically that kind of immigration guidance is sometimes important if you are relocating. And if you have relocated and you're watching this, then you can offer that to other South Africans who are looking to relocate to Canada, New Zealand, America, Australia, wherever you are. Studying and exam preparation coach. I mentioned this. This can be for matrics. This can be for grade nines, grade tens. It can be for university. Can be for just medicine students. So whatever it is, it can be very specific. I know chartered accountant students sometimes really do need this. How to prepare for an exam. So you can offer that assistance, and then lastly, health coaching, lifestyle support. I need that. Just someone who's going to tell you what kind of routine you need to have and what kind of food you need to eat if your insulin is, like this. So there is weight loss and health lifestyle coaching. So that is a little bit different from that one. The weight loss is specifically to lose weight and, become healthy. But the one at the bottom is for health conditions. So if you have been diagnosed with like diabetes or whatever it is, that is a serious condition to your health, you can offer lifestyle support on how someone can heal themselves or what can they eat, what routine can they have, and just someone to also talk to. So I don't know which one. Comment down below which one you think you could do. I've put a little quote over there. I think it is made by me. I don't know. Maybe I've heard it somewhere. But basically, it says if you've lived through it, learned it, or helped someone else with it, you can teach it. So I hope that this helped. I've hopefully sparked something in you right now to kind of go ahead and open your own consulting business, your own coaching business, whether you're a psychologist, a counselor, or whatever it is. All the things that I spoke about over there, really go into it and create your own coaching program, but just make sure that you automate everything so you don't lose those leads. And this is when I'm going to now talk about my offer of why this free content is just not enough, but it will help, obviously, but it is not enough. You need a little bit more. You need someone who's going to help you step by step and guide you into how to start your own business and how to make sure it is automated properly. So I can offer free content through my YouTube. It's all there, but it is scattered. So sometimes I'm going to post about budgeting. Sometimes I'm posting about Canva. Sometimes I'm posting, it's all over the place. But when you're in my program, there is different sections. So you can go into the coaching section and literally just follow along the entire modules, and that's going to help you. But also, if you need some assistance, you just message me. I can screen record and show you what you need to do. I can book a one-on-one with you, and I can also do our live on that question, because we meet live every single month. I'm basically coaching you, and it's also going to be a nice challenge to do whatever it is that I spoke about, because you want to say on the next live, Norma, I managed to complete this because you touched on it. So what really changes about joining a mentorship program is the accountability. Like how I mentioned, we meet each other every single month, and everything is there for you, and you have access to me, and you're going to see other people who are achieving their goals as well and starting their businesses. So that accountability, there's a structure. There's A to B to C to D structure. It's not all over the place. This is how you need to do it in order to find success. And also a step by step guidance. Like I mentioned, I'm here for you to assist you every step of the way. And if you're getting stuck, I am here to assist when you reach out. So a lot of people stay stuck for many years because they think they need to learn on their own, when these type of coaches, we for this is here for a reason. It's like trying to heal your health when a doctor is there for a reason. So you're like delaying the healing process when you could have just invested in yourself by just paying that fee. The doctor will tell you what you need to do, and just like that, you feel better sooner than how long it was going to take you if you just wanted to try and do it all on your own. So let me show you what you're going to be part of if you join my mentorship program. Okay, so what you're looking at now is my program, the Financial Literacy Academy. I used to call it the Wealth by Wisdom Academy because I want you to learn how to build wealth through biblical wisdom. But I've changed it to Financial Literacy Program because I literally want to focus on these three things: how to pay off debt, how to build wealth using biblical wisdom. Building wealth comes from making more money, and also obviously investing your money. So this is how it looks at when you click on join, and you can watch this, which I will show you everything that you're going to see over here. And there's also another video over here, and then you can join. So once you join, there is a community section over here where you can all talk to each other. I talk to you guys. There's some challenges that we do: day 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, etc. There's a lot of freebies. So, for example, keep track of every detail of your day and ensure it's aligned with your goals. And then I would have like a little printable that you can use as well. So, if I click on it, it's showing a little freebie that I did for um, my students over here, and then our lives. Everything is basically in the community, and you can also write something as well yourself if you would like to, a win for the day or anything that you would like to share. My favorite part is obviously the classroom. This is where you basically have all your learning. All your learning is in here. This is with the consulting coaching business. This one we're doing right now. This is where it at. So if you click over here, there's going to be modules. Right now, there's 4 modules, and there's more modules. I think in total it's going to have 10 modules. So there's more modules that are going to be added over here. And as you can see right now, I show you exactly how I created this free masterclass. I show you how to do that for yourself as well. And I show you why creating a free masterclass is important for your coaching business. So you're going to have everything over here. And I also show you how to use Shopify and also pay fast. So if I click on classroom again, it's going to have our previous boot camps. So we've got 2 boot camps. We've got the Wealth by Wisdom, which talks about your identity in Christ. I touched on it a little bit today. Defining success using God's wisdom, creating your life by design. And I show you exactly how to script and how I manifested or prayed my way into achieving my goals, and how to become the best version of yourself. You can either become the best version, or you can just be a mediocre self. it's up to you. You have to ask yourself questions like, why is there one LeBron James? Why is there one Michael Jackson? Why is there one Beyonce? Was those kind of people that just stood out and became the best out of, Michael Jordan, the best out of the team. Like, how are they doing that? So we just touch on basically a lot about being the best version of you, not better than someone else, but the best version of you. But because people are okay with being comfortable and just living a mediocre life, you end up being better than them according to their standards or earthly standards, but without having a flashy lifestyle. We like to remain humble. Yeah. The second boot camp is about launching a business in 6 weeks, specifically launching a business on Etsy. So there's all the modules over here: one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine over here that will help you with that. And then you have a budget for beginners course. So that one is also let me just calculate. So it's one, two, three, and then four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, and 10. So 10 modules is in the budget for beginners. And then you've got all things Canva. So if you just want to learn Canva and how to design on Canva, everything you need to know here on Canva, that has a lot of modules. So it's a self-paced. You can just learn. As if you feel like, oh gosh, I don't know how to do this, you can check it out on the Canva course. And if you can't find it, you can let me know and I'll also help you. There's also a small replace your salary course over here. This is just going to teach you about the business pillars on how to basically have a good foundation for your business to end up one day leaving your job because your business is now replacing your salary. And then there's more about finding out who's your ideal client and all of that, and how to use ChatGPT to help you as well with that. Brand identity and core niche of a brand, and also how to have a strong, solid identity to build a community, how to script your content, and also how to edit your videos using CapCut. I covered that as well. As you can see, it's literally packed with everything that you need in order to, be good in your finances, learn how to manage your finances, but also make money and online. Then we learn how to automate everything on Instagram. Then there's some Bible studies. I think for now, there's just the book of Exodus, yes. So there's going to be more Bible studies going in here. And you can book a one-on-one with me here for date coaching. That is at a payment, that is at a fee as well. So that is a bit separate. Um, on the calendar over here, it's where I would have updates of when are we going live. As you can see, our last live was 2 weeks ago when we did our year-end party, basically just doing a little reflection of the year. And our next live will be after New Year's as well, where we're just going to be basically setting up for the new year and the new boot camp as well. And then you can see all the members over here. But that's basically it. The classroom is going to be your favorite, as well as the community, because I do my daily posting and motivations and challenges and updates and things like that in the community. So if you have any questions, pop them below. But if you are ready to join the Financial Literacy Academy, and I look forward to seeing you in there, then click the link on the description below. Bye.